EA Sports coverage of the National Football League comes to you from Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, Michigan. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers. Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Ford Field. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. First carry for DeAndre Swift. Swift's got the first down and then some. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift, 75 yards. And the Lions are going to take a first quarter lead. Austin Seibert on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Newton. Flush to his right. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Heck of a start. A 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, 45 yards. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10. Back to throw, Goff. He finds his man, complete. That's Benson. A gain of 6 there on first.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 8 yards there on a first down. Here's Goff. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Goff now to throw. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Burris. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 41. CD, he tried to kind of lob that one in there. It looked pretty going through the air. The problem was it was in the air a little bit too long.
Yeah, that's a tough one because for that type of a route and what he tried to do and needed to do, he had to put a little air under it, and the defender was actually able to take advantage of it because of Humphrey.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. And, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be, try to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
And I wonder what was going through his mind because he didn't seem as committed to using his legs to pick up yardage. He wanted to keep that play alive, so either take off and go or throw it away. But he held on to the football and ended up getting sacked.
To throw is Newton. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Out of the gun, Newton. That'll be caught by Anderson. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time. These two teams all tied after one. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Newton throwing again. Eluding the pressure right. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Panthers have taken the lead. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. A play fake for Swift. Now Goff. He'll drop this one off to Swift. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. On first down, this is McCaffrey. Big hole up the middle. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now Matt Rule keeping the offense on the field to go for 2 here. Cam looking to throw. And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up.
And he fires one that's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick 6 for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year 1. By year 2, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's screaming. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. 92 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Right back to Swift again on second down. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Partner, those are back-to-back 6-yard runs, and if they're going to continue to get those types of plays, shoot, you just keep running the same stuff, don't you?
Yeah, it was 1st and 10, then 2nd and 4. Now 1st and 10 again. They'll run on first down. Swift, and able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Goff a handoff here to Swift, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Off play action. Here's Goff. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
On second down, Swift. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Play action. It's Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this. On 4th down, Goff. That's into the hands of Khalif Raymond. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Here's a throw out wide to Anderson. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. From the 45 on second down, Newton. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one, as it's good from 56 yards out. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
McCaffrey with a first down and more. And he will finally be wrestled down at the Lions' 25-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. 2nd and 10. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey and give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Newton. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. DJ Moore, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Panthers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on. And that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been.
today. From SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, this is the NFL on EA Sports.
And off we go from SoFi Stadium. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. On first down, Stafford here. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage.
One of the toughest things for an offensive lineman to learn is the ability to get in space and hit people who are moving targets. And linebackers are not easy ones to hit because they know how to move, juke, and make you miss. And that's exactly what he did on that play. A nice play for the defense.
5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at the 20. Now Rodgers. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
On 3rd down, Jones. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. But Charles, a tough task ahead for this defense, trying to slow down Aaron Rodgers. What would you be trying to do?
I would think about selective pressure, Brandon, and what I mean by that is he's going to eat you up if you blitz him too often because he'll read that and go to the man coverage patterns. But every now and then you bring that pressure at him, make him deliver the ball on time. It's when he keeps the ball, maneuvers out of the pocket, and throws deep, that's when you're in big trouble.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Well, they picked up the 1st down, but I'm just going to say it. I didn't like it before the ball was snapped, and I don't like it now that they picked it up. Think about field position on their own side of the 50. They don't get it. They put their defense in a bad spot. And it's just not a decision that pays off very often.
Well, it wasn't 4th and a yard. There was some meat on that bone.
There really was. Fortunate to get it in that situation, but not a call I would make very often.
They go back to the ground with Jones. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. There'll be some contact going on.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Now Rodgers on the bootleg. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Stafford's throw here holding by Cup. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Now it's Stafford. Got a man, it's Higbee, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is caught. And he'll be out of bounds. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
One of the first big plays we've seen in this football game, and could that be the play that gets this game jump-started? It's taken a while as both teams have tried to settle in. Maybe now.
And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Darrell Henderson. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. On the return from his end zone, Malik Taylor. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together Charles and Knight. Now look out. Rodgers lost the football. And the offense will cover this one up, but they'll be pushed back inside their own 10.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. Now Rodgers. Caught right side. It's Lewis. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Here's Rodgers. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
On 4th down, on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. Cooper Kupp deep for L.A. This is taken at the 18. A solid 12-yard return after the 55-yard punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Stafford. That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coaches' 2-minute drill. They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Now this is fielded in the end zone. And he's going to be tackled inside his 10-yard line. You may hear a few words from his head coach on that decision. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Rodgers now on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. That's Adams. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down. To throw, it's Rodgers. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. On 1st down, Rodgers looking downfield for Jones. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And the Rams are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You had a horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Stafford. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. The 20. Touchdown, L.A. Cooper Kupp, 68 yards. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. the touchdown. It's Gay to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Packer offense heading back for one final first half drive. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They'll come up now on second and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers going right back to Jones. This time the connection made. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. On the return from his end zone, Malik Taylor. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he powers his way up past the 30.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
On play action, it's Rodgers. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On play action, Rodgers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive. And they're off to a fast start here.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off by the all-pro linebacker. It's Von Miller. And the Rams are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And this is taken in by the tight end, Bryson Hopkins. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off near the 32. And the Packers are right back in this football game. 2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one goes for 30 yards.
Well, that's something you haven't had to talk about much this game. A nice big play right there. But this team, overall, they haven't done a whole lot offensively.
Well, they're still sitting on the goose egg. We talk about defenses having pride in it. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones punching it in from a yard away. And the Packers are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter. Well, the big play prior to this one got them down there, and they're able to stick it in on the very next snap.
And I think those last 2 plays, that's what you're talking about, balance, right? Big pass play, puts them in position, turn right around and hand it off, and you've got a running play that finishes it off in the end zone.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And now let's look at the quarterback, Matthew Stafford, in our player spotlight. And they must have seen something leading up to this one that said, hey, we're going to be able to go deep because... Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here.
There he goes, right side. He's at the 30, 20, and all the way down to the 12.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Going to run the sweep here. This is Cup. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down.
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Van Jefferson there to make the grab. And the Rams add on to their lead. But that makes this a 2-score ball game. And, you know, the way this thing has been going, Charles, 2 scores kind of feels like 3 or 4 scores.
Yeah, that's a great observation. It's been a heck of a battle, hasn't it? And points have been at a premium throughout this game. So you have to wonder, is this going to be too much for them to overcome?
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. On the return from his end zone, Malik Taylor. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Green Bay's offense ready to go again, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
52 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The Packers on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he is going to have a Packers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. The job one to pick up the first down is complete. That was a big 3rd down conversion, but they got to watch the clock. It's starting to become their enemy a bit here in a 2-score game.
Which means they have to pick up the pace, right? The tempo has to be upped, and what they do is they tell the quarterback in his helmet, hey, listen, when we pick up the first down here, tell everyone we're going. We're moving now to 2-minute offensive phase, and everyone on the bench area, they're waving them along too. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On play action, now Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Rodgers got to have this one. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Ernest Jones. And the Rams are going to take over at their own 41. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. Now a run with Henderson. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple, although I say...
Today, from Las Vegas, Nevada, this is the National Football League.
And we are underway in Allegiant Stadium. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Carr going to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Now Carr. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Deontay Harris deep for New Orleans. This is taken around the 12. A good head-down running on the return. Gets about 15 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Faison. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. He's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find out.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. They'll hand it to Drake here on the option. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Kenyon Drake taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Raiders on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Yannick Ngakoue. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. A give. This is Kamara. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll get this out to Kamara. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away. Hunter Renfrow deep to return for the Raiders. Fielded at the 20. Gets around him. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw, it's Carr. The open man here, Renfrow. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Here's Carr. And he'll find Moreau here. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards, the pickup there. Carr defers to Jacobs on the draw. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Here's Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Simeon. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Simeon is going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I like what they did there because many of the deep side, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used the slot receiver. Successful in that attempt, but I like what they were
here on 3rd down. Play action now, Winston. And a good tackle there right. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They're indeed going. It's Winston. That's to his running back, complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. He's got a man. It's his fullback. On 2nd down, Kamara. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. On play action, Winston. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now Simeon drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. From the 50, it's Simeon. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Trevor Siemian ready to retake the field. Interesting stat line right now. Technically, he's completed 4 passes, 2 to his team and then 2 to the wrong team.
It makes you wonder what he's seeing downfield, because he has completed 2 passes to his own team, but the interceptions are troubling. Is he going through the wrong reads, the wrong progressions? Is he getting fooled by defenses? They've got to figure that out over on the sidelines, working on that Surface Pro to see what they see.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Point game offense.
So that'll back them up 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Here's Siemian. He gets it complete to Harris. From the 24, Siemian. It's a gain of 5. And they're going to face a 3rd down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by... number 2. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Saints on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They run. It's Kamara. Oh, what a juke into space. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 70 yards. And the Saints' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. The extra point hitting the right upright, but it caroms home, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
And now we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And his throw is going to be incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
It's a gain of 35.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
That one good for 10 yards, and that'll make it second and a foot or so. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Throwing now is Carr. And this goes out wide for Drake. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it first and goal. Carr. Touchdown Raiders. That's caught. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. On the return, Deontay Harris. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it first and 10. Off the play fake, Winston. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 23 yards on the play.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They go play action. Winston. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And this is caught inside the 5. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Derek Carr and the Raiders set for their next possession. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. The final shot here before half for Carr. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So we have reached halftime here. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. Here's Harris to return it. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Alvin Kamara and the Saints set to start their next drive. And he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
That catch good for only a couple.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw again on second down. Winston looking long for Thomas. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up fourth down.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Here we go with Kamara. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. First down, Winston. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
2nd and 6. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And there's a typical run by Josh Jacobs, one where as a defender, you have to make a decision about how you approach him because he's awfully physical with the ball in his hands. 12 touchdowns on the ground last year after 7 as a rookie, and he was a 1,000-yard rusher in each of his first 2 seasons. Wouldn't surprise me, with enough touches, he can easily crack the 1,500-yard mark. Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Carr. Throw right side into the hands of Foster Moreau. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
On first down, Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And down inside the 15 he goes. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Oh, look at the juke. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it winds up at 6 points for the Raiders. Taken at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. On 2nd and 11 now. Winston. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. On 1st and 10, Winston. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. And now they're in the hurry-up. Back to the ground, it's Kamara. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. On 3rd and 1, here's Winston. It's caught. Smith. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down. Winston. Going to throw deep for the end zone. A high throw there as this is knocked away. Down to the ground and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun. Winston. Looking again for Thomas. This time complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. To the air again with Winston. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. There he goes, right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Harris to return it. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Back to it after the pick six. Winston. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Jameis to throw it. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. The Saints on 3rd down. Just one conversion and 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 10. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a 1st down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Open man is Michael Thomas. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He's going to let it fly. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Carr down to a knee, and that ought to just about do it. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
Ready up. 60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. Buffalo 18. Ready, ready.
Today, from Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida, this is Madden Football on EA Sports.
Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And we are underway from Miami. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Now Tua Tagovailoa gets set to lead this Dolphins offense for the first time. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Tua. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He's airing it out for Williams. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Preston Williams, 76 yards. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They're led out by their quarterback out of Northwestern University. It's Trevor Siemian.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage. The other team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Off of play action, Siemian. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Stephen Carter, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are off to a 13-0 first-quarter lead. Sanders on for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first-quarter lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw is Winston. Complete. It's Johnson. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there. Couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
On 3rd down, Winston. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he'll be out right at the 35. First grab for Thomas. It's good for a first down as well. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Winston now to throw on first down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Dolphins will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now Tua. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Tua finding Gesicki there for a Dolphin first. So Tua making the completion there. What's different about playing a left-handed quarterback like him? And specifically, I guess, what does his defense need to try and take away?
I'll take the first part that you asked about being left-handed. We've got to find out if he can move to his right and still continue to be accurate. So I want to push him in that direction and see if he can get his body squared around and make those throws that he's used to making. The next part is he's a dart thrower. Love those short to intermediate routes first. Sit on those and make him throw the deep ball. Not that he's not capable, but you want him to prove it to you first.
Now the former Washington Husky, here's Myles Gaskin, and he'll go down at the 28. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A nice substantial run there by Gaskin, who was the Dolphins' leading rusher in 2020. 584 total yards in just 7 starts and got stronger as the season went on. Not bad for a 7th-round pick in 2019. He was drafted number 234 overall that season.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Pete Werner. And the Saints are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that could save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. Following the interception, Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Winston. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing, Winston. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And he'll be